Peace everyone, it's BlackHighPriestess. I just wanted to show you all some of my self-care and self-love Sunday ritual I got going on. Which it actually started with a brew that I did called, what did I call this? I called it Green Heart Brew. I forgot what I called it, but it's like Green Heart Healing Brew. So this one deals with some homegrown lemon leaves, lemon, and a lot of green goodness in there. So some heart chakra healing, and then I have this delicious salad that I made. Of course, I got the olive oil, apple cider vinegar, and fresh squeezed lemon juice. And then I planted the lemon seeds because I can keep them next to the heater, and that'll keep the plants growing throughout the winter season. And then this also has celery, carrots, garlic, brown tomatoes, capers, Kalamata olives, shallots, sesame seeds, and poppy seeds. And so I didn't do any seasonings or salt or pepper or anything like that because I made a roux, which I'm going to also post. I have the roux there, and it has a lot of stuff in there: jerk sauce, habanero sauce, hot sauce, caper juice, olive juice, bay leaves, tarragon. It's got a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna post the recipe in the upload as well. So I got my salad going, but I have the chicken still brewing, so I just wanted to kind of see here. Oh, smoky. Steamy, I should say. I'm just going to actually take it away and just kind of show you all here. The roux that I was talking about has a lot of different things. And it's pretty spicy, like I said. It's got a lot of peppery sauces, spicy roux. And it's got a lot of green. It's got basil, tarragon, salt, pepper. So it's pretty spiced and seasoned and flavorful, and it's reduced. So I'll show you all the picture when I do the recipe upload. But it's been reduced, so it's almost like just kind of baked nice, sautéed, and just marinating in the reduced juices there. So I'm gonna go ahead and top the salad off with this. I know it's gonna be hot, but basically what I have in here is kosher chicken breast, and I have a little leftover turkey pieces from a nice turkey and potato dinner that my mom made. And I also have some leftover pieces of jerk chicken from a jerk chicken meal that I had. So everything's nicely separated, and then the kosher chicken breast that I put in there separated pretty well too. As everything reduced, it became a lot more tender, just kind of fell apart. And then I also would poke holes in it too as everything boiled down. See, it just, on the inside, it's still nice, you know, that's some of the meat. It's just falling apart, and as you can see on the inside there, it's still nice, and it's nice white meat. And so, you know, you can just kind of almost separate it. So it's a little hot, but I just want to show you all how it's... So you can just kind of top it like that. But what I'm doing is I'm just getting some of the leftover jerk chicken pieces that are falling off of the bone, and I'm just pulling those out, and I'm going to give those a rough chop. Yeah, and so again, you can just top, and I'm actually just gonna top half of this salad here because I'm probably only gonna eat half, and that way I can keep the meat hot and I can keep it in the pot so I can just reheat it when I'm ready to eat the other half of the salad, so the meat's still hot and the salad's still cold. So again, it's pretty big, so instead I'm just gonna probably eat half, so I'm just gonna keep the chicken on this side because I never finish it all in one. It's just a lot. I usually make enough to last like 3 or 4 days. But I've been eating a little bit more with winter. You know, as the temperature drops a little bit and changes, your body packs on a little more fat. So the other thing I want to mention is when I do the kale for the salad, see, you got some bones in there, but the meat just, by the time everything reduces, it takes less than an hour, but it depends on how high you have the eye on the stove. But by the time everything reduces, it'll just fall right off the bones if there is any boned chicken in there. And then I just like to kind of separate any skin and fatty pieces also. When I do the kale, always rinse it when you're making salad. Always rinse your kale with cold water, or rinse any lettuce or like shrubbery, any herbs or whatever, any base of your salad. Rinse it with cold water so you don't cook the leaves. So you don't cook the lettuce or the kale or the cabbage is pretty firm. So sometimes with cabbage you don't have to worry too much about that. Some things it might, like something like cabbage or broccoli, it might be better to use hot water just to get through the different layers of skin and leaf based on the way it's shaped. But when it comes to the kale, or I like butter lettuce. I love butter lettuces. And just kind of make sure you don't cook the lettuce as you're rinsing off any dirt or anything like that. Or just rinsing it if you get it from the store. So that way the lettuce stays nice and firm. So when you add the olive oil, the lemon juice, vinegar, those things are already acidic. So they're already going to eventually change the consistency of the lettuce and the texture. So, just, keep those things in mind in terms of keeping the salad fresher for longer. If you're like me and it takes a few days to munch on one salad, which is approximately just one bunch of kale that you'll get from the store, like one bunch, a little less actually. If I made a whole bunch, I could probably do like almost eat it for like 4 days, or at least like 3. But I did a little less this time because I wanted to be a little more fresh. I wanted to fit in there, and I kind of wanted to be able to show you all just the end, and again, I chopped everything up, all the toppings. I let it sit in the fridge. I did a little self-love Sunday bathing ritual with some products that I'm going to be promoting. Those of you who follow me know that I love Sol Oshun products, especially their deodorant. The all natural deodorant, wonderful deodorant, best deodorant in the world, like hands down. I'm pretty certain of that. And so I ordered that, and I got a couple samples. I had a bath bomb from Solo Shun that I use. I was waiting till after a good time after my father's funeral to kind of wait for a nice rejuvenation day. So I got the right energy to kind of reconnect with Oshun energy, and just she's been definitely working with me, but just kind of getting to the point where you don't want to waste things like that. You want to wait till you have that right mood, that right energy. And so I just was feeling I wanted to go to church with my stepmom earlier and visit the church that my dad used to attend, but my timing didn't get on that wavelength this morning, so I just turned it into a self-care, a self-love Sunday. It's more of a self-love Sunday because Oshun is strong. I've had that brew in the copper pot for a few days now, and like I said, I started a garden there. It's a little dark right now, so you can't see, but my lemon plant started wilting, so I've had to move it around a little bit. And so I took some of the leaves and some dried basil, sage, mint, other things, lavender. And so it was just really like it turned out to be a real heart chakra cleansing. What sauce did I use? I'm going to use a Caesar sauce, but what I usually do is I mix a little extra lemon vinegar mixture in the sauce to kind of make it a little more just not so thick. When some Caesar sauces are some Caesar dressings are real thick. And I'm also gonna, I know you said with sauce, not dressing, but I'm also gonna mix it with some herbs de Provence. And this is, I literally have two. This is herbs de Provence, herbs from Provence. And then I have another herbs de Provence. Herbs de Provence. So I'm going to mix it with the herbs de Provence vinaigrette. But the sauce is basically, this is the Jamaican jerk sauce that I use with the roux and the habanero sauce that I use, and then Louisiana hot sauce I do in there. Like I said, some pickled juices and all of the herbs and Green Harvest seasoning, my favorite. I'm sure you all know now. And then I also I did put a lot of coriander. Coriander has been a big thing. Coriander is also in the brew because coriander deals with general healing and healing, health, and love. So the green heart chakra healing brew worked wonders. And I took the bath with the Oshun bath bomb. I feel great. Tarragon leaves, and here it is. Green Harvest seasoning. I put a lot of that in the roux, in the sauce for the chicken. So yeah, and so last thing but not least. See, and then I have a lot of chicken left over too. You can see a lot of chicken left over, like a lot. So, and then you can always save it if you make a smaller salad and you measure it a little better. You can always save the extra chicken to make a shepherd's pie, make a chicken and rice dish. You can throw it in a pita a fajita, a wrap. You can make a sandwich. You can, it's a little spicy for cat food with all the jerk sauce. But again, if you season it right or whatever, you can, and keep it simple. You can puree it, make some cat food or animal food with it. There's a lot you can do with that as well. So it's always good to make a little extra, because then there's a lot of energy goes into cooking. So you take one day, like I did, you may have to go out, get some ingredients, come back, recalibrate, prepare everything, make everything, cook everything. It takes a lot of energy. So you want to make extra. Of course, if you're cooking for a family, you have to make a lot already. But even for yourself, you want to make an extra so you can take the rest of the week, or at least take the next few days to not worry about having to cook. You can just reheat your food, or just get it out the fridge if it's cold, or thaw it out, pop it in the oven. But you have meals that are already made and prepared, so the rest of the week you don't have to take half a day to cook or prepare food, or take a full day. You can budget your time. I think it's important to talk about time management and time budgeting, because, oh, by the way, I am going to top it with a little some soy cheese blend here, shredded cheddar, mozzarella, and jack flavors. But I really like the soy cheese because it's nice and creamy. And then I'm just going to top the chicken because it'll melt a little bit over the chicken. Not too much where it'll mess up the overall salad texture where everything's a bit diced. But it'll just kind of melt and infuse. And as you mix it, you'll get a nice a little extra creaminess. And then some of the mozzarella style Daiya dairy-free cheese. I'm going to throw some of this. And this one's a little bit more thicker, a little harder than the soy cheese. So again, it's crumbly, so I can just throw that on top there. Pops right out of my mouth. Yeah. My favorite is the chow, the free chow. But so this one's made with chickpeas. So, and this lactose-free soy. So again, if you're vegan, or if you're, or if you're, if you're vegan, or you're dairy-free, you're watching your dairy like me, you don't want to get the mucus and everything. You want to keep your respiratory system clean and clear, and so you want to avoid dairy. Or if you're like me and you eat a lot of Haagen-Dazs and you eat a lot of dairy in other ways, you want to avoid dairy as much as you can. My vice is Haagen-Dazs. So, but but also if you want to watch your soy, there's a lot of fake cheese, vegan cheese and things that are made with soy. If you're a man and you want to watch your soy because you don't want it to effeminize you, kind of that hormonal effect that soy can have when you overdo it, then try the Daiya cheese, or just do the chow cheese, the Greek one. That one is the best. I love that one. Yeah, so I think this will do it. And like I said, the chicken is pretty well seasoned and salty, with all the spices and herbs that I put in the roux, plus salt and pepper that I put in there. I like to save, when I order from restaurants or things like that, I like to save little salt and pepper packets from the condiment packs, and use it for when I make pasta to boil water. You salt and pepper your water, or when I do something like boil my meat, salt and pepper the water. So again, Witchcraft 101, recycling. Make sure you're using everything to its fullest capacity, and if you can use it after its life capacity, so to speak, or shelf life, meaning, you know, some herbs, say they're fresh picked, or they're even dried, but then you throw them in some tea, you make the tea, now you've boiled out the nutrients, you can still use it as an incense, or you can still make compost soil with it. Or, you know, you can, you know, if you are a witch and you do know certain crafts, you can use it in witchcraft and spells and rituals to make your own, you know, offerings and little crafty things that you can use in house blessings and, you know, different rituals that you may do when you're crafty. So, you know, just kind of reminding people, there's a purpose behind, you know, me posting my dishes and my brews and everything. So I want to kind of be more intentional and relate the brews and the ingredients to spell work and how, you know, eating for craft, eating for healing, eating for exorcism, how that all ties into what my brand is about, which is, you know, basically spiritual warfare, and, you know, sticking to certain routines and things that will keep you spiritually connected and keep you in tune with forces of nature and spirituality. So, yep, my dad died. So other than that, I look forward to promoting some of my products and services more often. All right. I'm hungry now, so I'm ready to eat. Peace and love.